Yeah, y'all tweaking. I understand that our system's broken and I'm just a little cog chilling. Hi, I'm Cog. Nice to meet y'all. Me no speak English on that one. But everything else, yes. I don't really know what's going on with my support system, but it's
This
burned
is
down
my
relationship
turn
with
to
my family.
talk, Mr. Mullins.
You guys know I have
Mr.
no clue what the hell y'all are doing. You have no details. You're making a bunch of judgments on very, 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 very misguided details. And the frail line
Okay,
understanding that you
Mr.
understand.
Mullins, you're
I
going
can't
to
even
talk
speak.
with your attorney.
What's the Rotary Club? Who am
Okay.
I? Do you guys know who I am? My name's Jacob Edwin Mullins. You guys know who I am. That's crazy. You guys are playing silly ass games.
Did you have
real
anything else?
All right, guys. Today we got one of the most insane sovereign citizens I've ever seen. This dude goes on a full-blown rant and completely loses it. He's in court for burning his parents' property, and now his own family wants nothing to do with him. How crazy is that? Like, imagine messing up so badly that even your own parents cut you off. And of course, in true sovereign citizen fashion, he's claiming the whole court system is out to get him. But the best part? He's treating this like some kind of freedom fight, as if setting things on fire is some noble cause. It's absolutely hilarious, and he completely unravels. So let's dive in and watch this intense sovereign citizen meltdown unfold.
Good morning to you. Are you Jacob Edwin Mullins?
Yes.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Feigelson, if you would enter your appearance, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Stephen Feigelson on behalf of Mr. Mullins, who's present by way of video conferencing this afternoon.
All right, thank you. Mr. Mullins, this is a felony complaint in indicating on or about January 24th of 2025 at 216 East Thomas Street, Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan. Sir, count one alleges that you did willfully and maliciously burn, damage, or destroy by fire or explosive personal property with a value of $1,000 or more, but less than $20,000. That is contrary to law. It is a felony, carries a maximum penalty of 5 years and or $10,000 or 3 times the value of the property damaged or destroyed, whichever is greater. Do you understand the charge and the maximum penalty, Mr. Mullins?
I understand your perspective of what occurred and outside
Well,
of that.
hang on. Before you go too far, this is just what's written on the paper. You are presumed innocent. Let me finish, okay? And you'll understand why I'm saying this. You are presumed innocent. So we want to make sure that you don't say anything today that can be used against you. So when you get to talk with your attorney in private, that's when you're going to want to talk about what happened or didn't happen. I can only tell you what the charge is and the penalty is, and then you'll talk to your attorney and they will help you prepare a defense against the charge. Does that make sense?
I'm 29 years old. I understand. Like, you know what I mean? I get it, bro.
Good. Okay. All right, then, Mr. Mullins, you understand the charge and the maximum penalty. You don't have to agree to it. You just understand. Is that right?
Right. Yeah. No
Okay.
disrespect.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Now, you do have rights as well. You have the right to plead guilty, not guilty, or stand mute. You have the right to a trial by a judge or a jury, and at that trial, you can present or confront witnesses. If they would not appear, the court can order them to do so. You also have the right to a lawyer, and if you cannot afford one, one can be appointed for you at court expense. Additionally, you are presumed innocent, as I said earlier, and if you are found guilty, it has to be beyond a reasonable doubt. You also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or write can be used against you, and you always have the right to have a lawyer present with you at any time that you are questioned. Do you understand those rights, Mr. Mullins?
You said read anything you say or write can be used against you? Did you say that?
Yes, I did say that. Yes, sir.
Me no speak English on that one, but everything else, yes.
I'm not gonna lie, that completely caught me off guard. I don't know about you guys, but this dude looks like the type to burn down his family's house. From the wild hair to the fancy little African shirt. He just fits the description. And sure, he seems calm right now, but just wait any second now. He's about to unleash his full sovereign citizen script. These guys always start off chill, and then boom, they're screaming about how the government doesn't apply to them. Newsflash. The Supreme Court has already made it very clear that laws apply to everyone, no matter what bizarre theories you believe. But seriously, I don't even understand what he just said. Like, me no speak English? That's not going to help your case. Buddy, at this point, I have to wonder if he's actually just mentally unstable. Because, I mean, he did burn down his family's house, so I wouldn't be surprised. Let me know what you guys think about him so far. Let's dive back in.
Okay, good. All right, then, is he applying for an attorney today, Mr. Feigelson?
Yes, he is. He presently works with our office on another matter, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. So, Mr. Mullins, what we're going to do is we have 2 hearings set for you on this. A probable cause conference, which is the first hearing. That is February 6th. That's at 8:30 a.m. with Judge Simmons. Excuse me. You are allowed to appear remotely on that. So that's why you will have a colored sheet. I think it's kind of a bluish green. Yep. Okay, you should have that. So you can appear February 6th at 8:30 a.m. remotely or in person. The second hearing is a preliminary exam. You have to appear in person for that. That's on the 6th floor of City Hall, courtroom 4. And that's February 13th at 8:30 a.m., also with Judge Simmons. So you've got the notice and the Zoom instructions, correct?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Now, is there anything I've told you so far that you do not understand?
The one thing I didn't speak English on, yeah, but other than that, yes, everything else I did. I'm an artist. I've been writing a lot of things, so when I write stuff, it's like almost like, you know what I mean? So that's just a arbitration contract thing that I didn't like. So I mean, we'll settle through that. So I would like to just voice that. Other than
We
that,
could
no
just
disrespect.
move
Yes.
forward, sir. Appreciate the...
Correct.
Yeah, you'll talk
you.
about that with your attorney. Absolutely. Okay, so Mr. Mullins, I'm going to stop the live stream so that I can protect.
A low PR bond or a low cash surety bond, Your Honor. Thank you.
If it's
All
any
right,
money,
thank you.
I can't afford it. Let's just say that. I ain't got nothing, and y'all ain't give me any tools to get a job since I've been released from your guys' care. Now, I don't really know what's going on with my support
this
system,
is-
but it's
This is
down
my
relationship
turn
with
to
my
talk,
family.
Mr. Mullins.
Metaphor.
Okay, you don't want to talk about that because, like I said, you're gonna you might say something that can be used against you. So the court's
Sounds
going to
like-
look at 2 things, Mr. Mullins. I'm going to look at whether or not you're a flight risk and whether or not you are a danger to the public. In regards to that, I'm going to look at your criminal history. I'm going to look at the allegations. I'm going to look at your ties to the community, your employment status. You live with your parents. I look at all of those to determine 2 things. I do have a concern for the safety of the public. On the matter that I arraigned you on first, the arson, you are presumed innocent, but as I look at the allegations, it presents a concern to the court for the safety of you and any other individuals that reside in that location. I understand that would be
Money.
that
I've been
would be your
breaking
parents.
1995.
Okay,
Trust me.
this is,
It's all right.
this is my
Fine.
turn, sir. Okay.
I
So
bought it,
based
too.
on that, I'm not
Look
going to
at-
grant you a PR bond because I don't find that that is sufficient to ensure your appearance.
This dude definitely doesn't deserve a PR bond. Just look at his body language. Growing up in the city, I knew plenty of kids who were mentally unstable and had zero regard for others, and this guy gives off exactly the same vibe. You can just tell by the way he's standing that if he got out, he wouldn't show up to court. And of course, he thinks the world owes him everything. Like, imagine blaming the court system for not helping you get a job. How about applying for some yourself, buddy? There's actually a thing called personal responsibility. You can't just sit around expecting opportunities to fall into your lap. This dude is literally acting like the court is his personal butler or something. But what do you guys think so far? I know he hasn't said much yet, but trust me, in the next few minutes, He's about to go off. Let me know in the comments if you think he's putting on an act or if he's genuinely just mentally insane. Let's dive back in and find out.
As well as protect the public, as specifically here, your parents. The court is going to set a cash surety bond on this of $10,000 to ensure your appearance. We're not done yet, sir. Okay, now, first of all, the condition of your release is do not miss any court dates and do not violate any state or local laws while you're on bond. You're not to possess, purchase, or consume any alcohol or controlled substances without a prescription, and you're not to leave the state of Michigan without permission from the court. You also are not allowed to possess or purchase any firearms, ammunition, or dangerous weapons, and you will have to report to pretrial services so that they can set up any pretrial supervision that may be necessary. That's either a phone or an in-person interview. Now, I'm also going to tell you, you cannot have any contact with Daniel Mullins and or Barbara Mullins. You cannot call, write, page, email, text, no electronic communications of any kind. You can't have anybody else contact them on your behalf, and no threatening, harassing, or molesting behavior towards them or anyone else. Additionally, you cannot go within 2,000 feet of where where they're located at any time, including work, home, or school. So what that means is if you have property there, someone can go and get your property and get it for you, but you cannot go there and you can't have any contact at all. Also, you're unable to give me an address at this point. So if you are released, you have 24 hours to notify the public defender's office of the address where you're staying. If you don't do that within the 24 hours, the court then sets a bench warrant for you. Do you understand that? Do you understand what I'm telling you, Mr. Mullins?
I understand that our system's broken and I'm just a little cog chilling. Hi, I'm Cog. Nice to meet y'all.
Okay, all right, let's go over the other file then. This is, again, the 24-03520. Judge Simmons has ordered that you be remanded on that case file because you failed to appear for the probable cause conference. So you will not be released before that hearing that is to be set. Do you understand?
Yeah, y'all tweaking.
All right.
You guys know I have no clue what the hell y'all are doing. You have no details. You're making a bunch of judgments on very, 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 very misguided details. And the frail line understanding that you understand.
You're going to talk with your attorney.
What's the Rotary Club? Who am I? Do you guys know who I am? My name's Jacob Edwin Mullins. You guys know who I am. That's crazy. You guys are playing silly ass games.
Did you have anything else?
I do not, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I am going to order a CMH evaluation on that new file as well.
All right. That's about the one good thing you've done today, and it's not your fault. You're an amazing person, I'm sure. And I'm not trying to hurt your feelings or I'm a frustrated individual. So let me just say, I'm sorry for the disrespect. I know it's not your fault necessarily, but this is just a large structure. So
Yeah, no disrespect to the judge, but this dude is just a little cog in the system. Seriously though, he has to be mentally insane. Between the creepy smiles and that unhinged rant he just went on, it's clear that something isn't right upstairs. It's almost like he's trying to play the role of a misunderstood genius, but in reality, he's just a walking red flag. The way he carries himself, the way he talks, it's like he's a ticking time bomb just waiting to explode. And don't even get me started on the fact that his own parents want nothing to do with him. Imagine being so far gone that your own family cuts you off. And let's not forget, he literally lit their property on fire. This isn't some petty crime. This dude committed arson against his own family. What kind of person does that? He clearly has zero regard for human life, let alone the law. Honestly, I believe he's a serious danger to society and definitely shouldn't be roaming the streets. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm just not buying this whole I'm a misunderstood victim of the system act. If you really think about it, this dude is just blaming everyone else for his mess. But at the end of the day, he's the one who set his life on fire, literally and figuratively. He's full of excuses, but none of them hold up when you actually look at the facts. He's sitting there acting like the court owes him something. But here's the reality. The court's job is to enforce the law, not to babysit a grown man who refuses to take responsibility for his actions. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. This one was definitely chaotic, and in my opinion, this dude is mentally insane. I've seen this type of behavior firsthand, so I have a pretty good sense of when someone is just off. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys for sticking around and watching this crazy video with me. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. I post every single day. Thanks again for watching, and take care.